Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. Beyond the Gates is preparing to unleash another unforgettable week of explosive drama, emotional confrontations, and long-buried secrets as the days of July 27th through July 31st promise to push nearly every resident to a breaking point. The calm that some characters have desperately tried to hold on to is about to shatter, making way for shocking revelations, dangerous lies, and unexpected moments of hope that could change lives forever. As hidden agendas begin to unravel and personal relationships are tested from every direction, no one will escape untouched by the emotional storms that are gathering. Every conversation carries the weight of something left unsaid. Every glance hints at unfinished business, and every decision threatens to reshape the future in ways no one could have predicted. By the end of the week, loyalties will be questioned, romances will deepen, rivalries will intensify, and one devastating secret after another will force everyone to confront truths they've tried so hard to ignore. The mystery surrounding Andre Richardson only grows darker as the week begins, pulling him further into a puzzle that refuses to provide any answers. After he and Danny Dupree unexpectedly received an expensive bottle of champagne with no message identifying the sender, the unsettling gesture continues to linger in Andre's mind, refusing to let him rest. What initially seemed like an odd but harmless surprise now begins to feel much more deliberate as yet another mysterious gift arrives from the same unknown source. Instead of offering comfort or clarity, the new package sends Andre spiraling emotionally, filling him with uncertainty and forcing him to question who could possibly be watching him so closely. The anonymous gifts seem to carry a meaning that only the sender truly understands, and with every passing day, the tension surrounding this mystery grows heavier. Unable to continue carrying the burden alone, Andre finally reaches a point where silence is no longer an option, leading him to make a heartfelt confession to Ted Richardson. Whether the truth involves someone from his romantic past or an entirely different chapter of his life remains uncertain, but whatever Andre reveals has the potential to alter everything moving forward. As Andre wrestles with his personal turmoil, Danny Dupree finally receives a welcome break from the endless emotional battles that have consumed so much of her recent life. Pamela Curtis arrives with encouraging news that immediately lifts Danny's spirits, offering a refreshing moment of optimism amid the surrounding chaos. Although the exact details remain under wraps, the positive development appears to be connected to Danny's career, giving her reason to believe brighter days may finally be ahead. Still, another intriguing possibility quietly emerges beneath the surface. Since Andre works as a talented photographer, perhaps the anonymous admirer behind the mysterious gifts is actually a wealthy business owner preparing to offer Danny an incredible professional opportunity, possibly inviting her to become the public face of an exciting new venture. Such an unexpected twist would tie Andre's unsettling mystery directly to Danny's future, creating an emotional crossroads neither of them could have anticipated. Yet even as hope begins to bloom, Danny's complicated past refuses to stay buried for long. That lingering history brings Danny face to face with Bill Hamilton once again, proving that some wounds simply refuse to heal. Their encounters have become almost predictable as every conversation quickly circles back to their controversial one-night stand and the unresolved emotions it continues to stir between them. Neither seems capable of walking away without reopening old arguments, and each confrontation only deepens the frustration they both carry. At the same time, another emotionally charged relationship threatens to explode as Ted Richardson crosses a line with Nicole Dupree. The undeniable chemistry between these former lovers has never truly disappeared, leaving everyone to wonder whether buried feelings will finally pull them back into each other's arms. On the other hand, Ted's actions may simply involve asking Nicole something deeply inappropriate that only an ex would dare to bring up, creating an entirely different kind of emotional conflict. Whatever unfolds between them leaves Nicole shaken enough to seek out Danny, hoping her sister can offer guidance as she struggles to understand the complicated emotions suddenly rushing back into her life. Before Nicole has much time to process those feelings, another unforgettable moment catches everyone completely off guard. In what promises to be one of the week's most shocking scenes, Danny unexpectedly walks in on Nicole and Dr. Kyle Rollins together in bed. The surprise leaves Danny stunned, creating an awkward and emotionally charged situation that no one involved could have possibly prepared for. Whether she witnesses more than she ever intended or simply arrives at the worst possible moment, the unexpected discovery is certain to create waves throughout the family. The mixture of embarrassment, surprise, and complicated emotions makes the encounter impossible to ignore, ensuring that this uncomfortable moment will linger long after the initial shock fades. As secrets continue surfacing throughout Fairmont Crest, even private moments suddenly become impossible to keep hidden. Meanwhile, romance quietly begins blossoming for the next generation as Noah Rollins finds himself growing closer to Deanna McBride. Their connection continues to strengthen, suggesting that genuine sparks may finally be flying between them. Despite the emotional turbulence surrounding everyone else, their growing bond provides a welcome contrast to the betrayals and conflicts unfolding elsewhere, reminding viewers that hope and new beginnings can still emerge even during life's most chaotic moments. Yet love is never simple in this town, and every promising relationship comes with challenges waiting just around the corner. Whether Noah and Deanna can build something lasting remains to be seen, but the chemistry between them certainly appears impossible to deny. Their story offers a softer, emotional thread woven carefully through an otherwise explosive week of dramatic revelations. As family tensions continue escalating, Anita Dupree decides it is time to gather everyone together for an important family meeting. The Dupree clan comes together under Anita's leadership, knowing that serious conversations can no longer be postponed. The pressing topic could very well revolve around the escalating conflict between Chelsea Hamilton and Catherine "Cat" Richardson, whose ongoing feud has created growing divisions within the family. Before everyone gathers, Naomi Hawthorne makes one last determined effort to smooth things over between the two women, desperately hoping to prevent an even larger confrontation. Unfortunately, her attempts may fall short, leaving Naomi with little choice but to seek guidance and support from the Grands. Despite the difficult conversations ahead, there is also reason to believe Anita simply wants to bring her loved ones together to celebrate life after overcoming cancer, creating precious memories with the people who matter most now that she has received the greatest gift of all, her health. That emotional balance between celebration and family conflict promises to make the gathering both heartfelt and unforgettable. Elsewhere, Vanessa McBride throws herself into an investigation that could expose dangerous truths hiding beneath the surface. Determined to learn everything she can, Vanessa begins digging deeply into the life of Joey Armstrong's sister, Heather Armstrong, convinced there is more to the story than anyone has admitted. The deeper she looks, the more questions begin to emerge, suggesting Heather may hold answers capable of changing everything. As new discoveries unfold, Vanessa eventually delivers a harsh reality check that forces someone to confront difficult truths. Whether Joey becomes the target of her honesty, Deanna finds herself facing uncomfortable facts, or Heather herself receives the wake-up call remains a mystery. Adding even more intrigue, Joey deliberately provokes Deanna into an emotional outburst, further intensifying the growing hostility between them and pouring fuel onto an already dangerous rivalry. By the end of the week, Vanessa herself is left searching for answers about Heather, raising even more questions about who she ultimately turns to in her relentless pursuit of the truth. Across town, another dangerous secret inches closer to destruction as Randy Parker's carefully constructed deception begins falling apart. The walls protecting his double life start closing in, making it increasingly difficult for him to keep everyone fooled. Whether his exposure comes through his secret alliance with Joey Armstrong or whether Deanna uncovers his shocking betrayal remains uncertain. But either possibility threatens to destroy everything Randy has worked so hard to conceal. Then again, an even more devastating possibility looms over him. His involvement in Hayley Hamilton's secret scheme could be the truth that finally comes to light, placing him in an even more dangerous position than before. No matter which secret is exposed first, Randy finds himself standing dangerously close to losing everything as the consequences of his choices finally catch up with him. Hayley Hamilton faces troubles of her own as pressure begins mounting from every direction. She finds herself caught in an explosive confrontation with both Naomi Hawthorne and Chelsea Hamilton, turning an already tense situation into a full-scale emotional showdown. Every accusation and every unanswered question leaves Hayley with fewer places to hide, making it increasingly difficult for her to maintain control of the narrative. Then, as Friday, July 31st arrives, the pressure reaches its highest point when the Dupree cousins gather to compare notes about Hayley and the inconsistencies in her stories. Piece by piece, the puzzle begins coming together as they recognize contradictions that can no longer be ignored. With each shared observation, Hayley's carefully built walls begin crumbling, leaving her increasingly vulnerable as the truth edges ever closer to being exposed. It becomes painfully clear that the people around her are no longer willing to accept vague explanations, and the emotional walls are rapidly closing in. Even amid all the chaos, Beyond the Gates still makes room for heartfelt moments filled with optimism and genuine love. Shanice Johnson begins looking toward the future with renewed hope after she and Ted openly declare their love for one another. With their feelings finally out in the open, Shanice naturally starts thinking about what comes next, imagining a future built on honesty, commitment, and happiness. At the same time, another young couple reaches an exciting milestone as Grayson Perez and Ashley Morgan decide to take their relationship to the next level. Their romance evolves from simply dating into becoming officially exclusive, marking an important step forward that reflects both growing trust and deepening affection. These uplifting developments provide an emotional counterbalance to the week's betrayals and conflicts, reminding everyone that even during life's darkest chapters, love still finds a way to shine through. By the time the week comes to an end, Beyond the Gates promises viewers an unforgettable journey overflowing with romance, suspense, emotional revelations, shocking betrayals, and dramatic twists that will leave fans eagerly waiting to discover what happens next.